Blessed, madame.
Yes? Madame?
My dame?
Tender friends of the granulous pleasance, melt away in rapture at the mercy of the
Please settle them.
Watch yourself. The streets aren't safe this time of the day.
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around here before. Oh, a bit of this and that. Feel free to take a look. Walk blessed.
Some chefs never
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you. Oh, a bit of this and walk blessed.
Walk blessed. Aye, sure. Take your time. It's not as if there's much to do down here anyway. Farewell.
walk blessed.
Oh my.
Oh, definitely more comfortable than my What? A traveling mage. You know, I decided not kind of bold, yes. Ugh, it was, but no offense, that's a very, well, but you know, and all, how is that supposed to fit into, I probably made it sound worse. Sure, take a look. Walk blessed. Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books, scrolls, potions.
That wasn't enough? Nothing unusual. Green fire, lightning. Now, I just put them out for you to look at. Walk blessed.
Madame?
So let us pray. Men and
Yeah?
women, children
Now,
and
I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
and the Golden Queen.
Walk blessed.
I be of service? Of course. Walk blessed and
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. A miracle.
hello.
A miracle that must have been, due to its sheer glory, brought forth
Huh? Can I help you?
himself. Senor
Huh? Can I help you?
Hello.
Greetings.
Yes? Well, a bit of everything. Just look for yourself. Walk blessed.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city.
Hungry for
A miracle has happened. A miracle that must have been, due to its sheer
Madame?
Walk blessed. Walk blessed. I'm sure I have just what you need. Good luck and safety.
Who are you?
Oh my, I've seen this face. How kind of. From dusk till dawn. That wicked child, Gaboff's her name, from Ost. My wares it is you want to see. I promise you, they'll bring you glee.
Yes? Have you been to the island? Yes, yes, of course.
Walk blessed.
Presented by the poets.
foreigner, aren't you? You couldn't have picked a better time to come to Enderal. Recently, the Order has started to let pathless ones and people from the Undercity become keepers.
You're not from here, are you? I heard you talk.
A group of honorless heretics who adorn themselves with the name
Walk blessed.
Madame?
Walk blessed.
Walk blessed.
Yes?
Obulus, my name.
Huh. An arcanist, aren't you? Well, I hope your name is on the register.
To see you nearly are one day, that'd be something.
Yeah. It's not as if I didn't tell them that already.
Huh. You're not from around here, are you? I know that accent.
My Dane.
might. What do you need? Safe travels.
Help you with something? Coming from Mark, aren't you? I can tell. You got that city school about. No offense.
Some shifts never end.
There you are. Here, I got us a map. Archmagister. Do you see that? We're here, and back there is the ruin where we'll meet Pegast. So, I'd say, let's go. You lead the way, I'll cover your back. Careful. That was all of them. Where are you going? That is not the way. Just don't take too long, all right? I'll wait here. Ah, there you are. Let us keep going. Careful. Focus, Kalia. Focus. That must be the ruin. Ah, there you are. Let us keep going. Careful.
There were just too many. We did our best, madame, and...
You did jack shit. That's what you did. 3 of our people are dead, and now the goddamn entrance is blocked up. This is fucking unbelievable. Get out of here, now! I need to think.
That doesn't sound good.
You? Out of all the goddamn people in this goddamn land, you were the last person I expected to see here. Well, congratulations. Though I don't have the slightest idea what good getting wasted on weird droge can possibly do.
Nightshade elixir isn't just some weird droga. It's a centuries-old recipe that was already being used by the first vassals. Maybe you should have known that before judging our traditions.
Well, now I do. And just who exactly are you?
Kalia Sakaresh, keeper of the first sigil. I was exalted together with the one you call the prophetess.
Sakaresh? You're the girl from the village.
Maybe. Have you heard of me? Well, there are some interesting rumors revolving around you. Let's put it that way. But who am I to complain? 2 keepers are certainly better than those idiots from the guard. Actually, you've come at just the right time. You'll be surprised, but I found my... Almost. They ran in here about 2 hours ago. Well, it leads down into the ruin. They dashed right in. Now, anyone who gets too close to it gets roasted like a chicken. No, they didn't wear the robe and scare. My guess is that they were trying to hide. We believe so. That is what... Somehow, yes, but would you... We need to find... But at least we're still... Who knows? Maybe you'll see something in the past that might help us. Here we go. And before you ask, our dead buddy on the platform was already there when we got here. No idea what's keeping his body from decaying. It looks like some kind of magic to me. So I'd say just take a look around. I'm sure the bells have something to do with the riddle. Maybe. Are you alright? You look pale. You did? Then this mage woman was right. What did you... How was I right? Seriously? By the prophet's ass. But who am I to complain? Be my guest. Just make sure that you don't accidentally collapse this place, okay? That sounds wrong. Try again. Yes, that must be it. That sounded right. That sounded right. That sounded right. Yes, that's it. Now we... Oh, blazes.
Did you see what she did to Reiko? He just dissolved. How is that even possible?
How the fuck would I know? Carrick will find us a way back up again, trust me. And once he has, we can deal with the steel crabs. I'll bet my balls that they have enough money with them to make all this shit worthwhile again.
Keep your balls. I just want to get out of here.
You will. Don't worry about it.
There we go. That trick has yet to disappoint me. So what do you say now, you piece of shit? I'll make you pay for what you... Well, that's just great. Another weapon-wielding bitch.
Put down your weapon. I don't want to hurt you.
Oh, is that so?
All of your men are dead. And even if you manage to get past us, there are dozens of guards further up. So put down your weapon, or you will regret it.
Such determination. All right, then. Die!
As you wish. Are you all right? It's nothing. Did he hurt you? Can you walk? What is this, an interrogation? As I see it, I just saved your damn life. So why don't you do me a favor and keep the questions to yourself? I'm sorry, it's too much right now. We'll talk about it once we get back to the temple. Now, come on, we should push forward. I fell, thank Malphas, into a thicket farther down the ruin. It was some kind of machine room, at least that's what it looked like to me. And luckily enough, that's also how the traps in the entrance are being controlled. I tried to deactivate them. We'll see if it worked. Anyway, do you see the camp down there? We should take a look at it. Yes? Gold. And I doubt it's the fruit of honest labor. So that's what this was all about? They flit here to protect their loot? We should bring this to the Order. Maybe we can find out who they stole it from.
No, you can't do that, please.
Stay right there. Who are you?
I'm not one of them. Please don't hurt me. Oh, by the righteous path. What did I get myself into? Alice Summerstone. I'm just a simple man, a farmer by me path. I have 2 daughters, me woman and a little farm girl just a few miles from Ark. Maybe you know one of me girls. She sells our bread at the market, Mondas de Freiras. Yes, exactly. That's her. My little Serta. Aye, of course. Do you know who Landlord Borek is?
He's one of the most influential landlords of the Farmer's Coast. Both the Guard and the Order get their food from his lands. What does he have to do with this?
Everything. He's a pathless bastard. And all of this is his fault. I swear it by me name.
Why?
Because he's a criminal, that's why. Believe me, I know how that sounds. But it's the truth. You have to believe me. The tolls he collects from his tenants are so high that we hardly have anything left to eat. And those who don't pay get beaten up by his lackeys. But that's not all of it. He also knows the Relata. Aye, who else? They believe themselves above Malphas, above the Holy Path. And they are powerful. Which is also why no one does anything about them. No, this money isn't his. I had debts. It all started 3 years ago, when we had a very bad harvest and I couldn't pay me toll for the first time. Borak gave me a loan, but he said that I'd have to pay interest next time. Well, I think you can figure out the rest. Aye. I knew from a friend that there was this man in the Undercity, this Carrick. and he said that he and his men might be willing to help me, if they would get money from it. Apparently, they even had a sense of honor and path-abidingness, if you can call it that. They're from a traveling merchant. We ambushed him, and you know what we did. But I swear by me name we didn't hurt him. When we had the money, all Sunfire started breaking loose. Some kind of woman appeared, all veiled and dressed in black. And in the wink of an eye, she killed 2 of Carrick's men. We tried to fight her at first, but then we ran for it. Well, and ended up in this ruin. I know. I was there. Carrick was so mad about all that happened with this witch woman, you know? I think he just wanted to get his men to safety. But still, you're right. I was a fool to trust him, and I regret what I did. She didn't speak much, but yes, she had dark robes. And she was different. Unholy. Sorry, I don't know how to describe her any better. Me farm and me family, aye. Please, it's the right thing to do. If I don't have the money by the next turn of the moon, Boric and his lackeys will change their tune. And I know what that means. No, but... Oh, damn. What did I get myself into?
By the prophet's ass, you really got them all. You don't stop surprising me, that's for sure. And neither do you, Keeper Sakaresh. Thanks for deactivating the traps up there. Who's our shackled friend here? He doesn't look like one of the bandits.
No, but he's guilty nonetheless. Can you escort him to Ark?
To Ark? Sure. Jakil, Jorel, you take care of that. Alright then. I'd say if this machine is somewhere in this ruin, it's here. I suggest you two take a look around. We'll cover your back in the meantime.
I suppose we found our machine. At least, what's left of it. Do you feel anything, Saira? With your gift, I mean. Agreed. Maybe we can even take some small parts of it with us right now. The Order will transport the rest to Ark by Myrad. What strange metal. It didn't rust at all, despite all the time it's been here.
Correct. Nothing else possesses that much raw, magical power.
It works in a way we have not even come close to comprehending, like a cosmic force.
Yes? Found something? Oh, I did. I'm sorry. Sairo is Kyranian and can mean a lot of things, but the closest translation in our case would be sister-in-arms. My foster father called me that, so I suppose it's just an old habit. I like the way it sounds, though. If you don't mind, I'll call you that from now on.
All this energy, it's useless without the Numinos.
Yes? Found something? They look useful. Let's take them to the Chronicum. Yes? Yes, you're right. How is it possible that it moves all by itself? Let's take it with us. Let me see. Yes, it does indeed. Seems to be some kind of energy storage, but it's empty. Yes, I think you're right. Hopefully we didn't miss anything. Let's go talk to Pegast.
Now that was quick. So, what did you find? Well, that's not much of a surprise considering how long it was down here. And as long as we can reconstruct it, that's alright. I sent some of my men back to Ark. We'll request a caravan to get all the parts back to the temple and see what we can do from there. Let's just hope it really will help us against this cleansing, whatever it is. As much as I admire Pyrean technology, I don't like the idea of putting our lives in the hands of it. Let me see. Interesting. Truly interesting.
What?
Seems that this machine was only some kind of prototype. The real one the Pyreans were working on must be somewhere else. Plus, there's also a name for it. The Pyreans called it the Beacon.
That's poetic.
Indeed. Well then, it seems like you and your visions have once again saved the day, prophetess. There's a lot for us to do now. If you've taken care of your business here, I suggest you head back to Ark and report to old Oranthiel.
What do you think, Saira? Do you want to leave now or stay a little longer? Good. There you are. Pegast's mages have already told the Grandmaster about our find, and they're waiting for us in the Emporium. Let's go.
All that I am saying is that there are more efficient ways to battle this
I don't want to be nosy, but
And heathen machines atop
is
the
it true
sun
you were
temple
inside
are
the
the
memories
last
of a
thing
dead
that will calm the
Pyrean?
townsfolk.
Maybe. But if this heathen machine is what the Pyreans used to combat the cycle, I want it near. Even if it turns out to be useless, only a fool turns down a chance. Sharim, how long will the reconstruction take?
Well, that depends on how many Pyrean mechanics you have on hand that can help us decipher these plans. Just think for once, Aranthiel. How are we supposed to give you an estimation if we don't even know what the finished machine is supposed to look like?
We will get to work right away, Grandmaster. But in any case, we're going to need a lot of steel and Pyrean crystals.
You will get them. Now, get to work. You did excellent work. We will reconstruct this. With a beacon and the sigiled stone, we now have both a sword and shield against these High Ones. That is more than I had hoped for. However, there has also been a disquieting development. I have called in a conclave, and it will take place in a day. Come back then, and use the time to rest.
Scribe verse 80 100 times. Sky can rain fire. Registers never change.
Now, if it isn't the prodigy, well...
That's beyond...
But, yes. But truth be told, too... if that makes sense. Yes, but that's because I'm talking about the most religious country of all. Well, I've been thinking about that. I suppose the gods were tyrants, and they robbed man. Ha! We'd be a pretty pathetic order. Not all of them, no. Most did, but they didn't connect the dots. Or, which is more likely, didn't want to. And yes, I am frustrated to see that much ignorance in our own ranks.
What do you
But
want,
those who matter
urchin
are
child?
here. That's important.
Oh well, Naya, isn't that a sight? The one they all talk about has come to visit us. Greetings, prophetess. I'm Juslan Sharim, and, as you might know already, one of the ever-renowned Neramese mages around here. What's your name? An unusual name for a... But anyway, what brings you to me? What, are you asking me to teach you? From what I've heard, you know magic as if you've studied it for... Shh, don't talk so loud. Sinistra. It's the mightiest. That is mostly due to the... An able entropist, on the other hand, can revive the dead as his minions. This is also why only 5 of 10 both of the latter rather undesirable perspectives, if you ask me. Shh, Sinistra. That is an able... This is also why only 5 of 10 students of Sinistra, both of the latter rather undesirable. Ah, elementarism. A good elementary, a very aggressive and powerful school, as you can imagine. A thaumaturgist is able to alter his body and... he can also boost his own bodily capabilities and even go as far as he... Someone asks about you, darling. Isn't that charming? Most people are too polite to. But I'm afraid I can't satisfy your curiosity, at least not today. Well observed. I'm a child of the sand, a vassal of the Golden Queen. Or whichever. Well, I haven't been there in over 20 years, but... shock. Chosen by Saldring to lead the country of the sand. Well observed. I'm a child... That's a long... Didn't we, Naya?
Malphas's blessings.
Huh? Prophetess. prodigy, huh? Apparently we owe you for the charge of this sigil stone.
Huh? Can I... you? They just sit on their asses and hope things settle themselves.
Saira, good to see you. Do you need anything? Well, as I told you, I was never very popular with... You know, the novitiate was very challenging. The magisters only rarely gave us days off to contemplate, as they called it. The others usually used it to go to the tap. I never really liked that kind of pastime, and I still don't. I've never... You know, life in the temple is quite secluded, and that's true, but when I feel the need to relax, I prefer taking a stroll or spending time in the baths. It was stitched into the blanket they found me in near that village. I don't really know if it is my actual name, but I had nothing else to go with, so... Yes, it is. Master Tyrus, my foster father. He was half Kyranian, as you might have guessed already. Tattoo? Oh, of course, you mean my mark. I've had that for as long as I can remember, and I don't have the slightest idea as to how I got it. It does. You're the first to tell me that, but thanks, I guess.
Life isn't easy.
Tattoo? Oh, of course. I've had that for as long as I can. That's what Tyrus said too. But if it has a meaning... No, it isn't. It's just that. Not without leaving a bad scar, at least according to the apothecary. And even if that weren't the case, I don't know if I'd want it. Well, what should I think about them? They're disquieting. And that it is like no disease they've ever encountered. Honestly, that has... that's convenient, actually. Yes, but let's talk somewhere else. Come on. So... Sorry for all the secrecy. I just didn't want anyone else to listen in. Well, that moment when I neutralized the leader of the band, upset. You choose your words carefully, Saira. I appreciate that. I'll make this quick. Do you remember what I told you in the curarium? Not all of it, no, and it's true that I don't... A feeling, coupled with an image. It's hard to describe because it didn't last very long, but... I saw myself, but I was somehow above the rooftops, as if I flew. Below me, I saw all the chaos, the dead, the fire, the devastated houses, and I somehow felt hot, but from inside, as if my blood was boiling. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? I'm sorry, but I don't know how to describe it better than that. It was something that actually happened, I'm sure. Nothing. In that memory, when I saw all those dead bodies and all that destruction, I felt satisfaction, pleasure. As if all that suffering, all that pain was the most exhilarating thing I'd ever seen. Well, there is something inside my head, Saira. Some kind of second soul. Blood, pain. It's never managed to completely take me over, but that memory from the village. If that name seems fitting to you, then yes. If it helps you, one that's just waiting for the moment when I am. Yes. I don't even want to think about what would happen if I figure. Listen, what happened in Old Dothelgrad? I never should have let it come to that. But that moment when he charged me, the blood on his sword, I just couldn't contain it. And when I gave in, when I hacked him into pieces, I simply felt so thrilled, complete. I was naive to believe it would never get that far again. Naive and stupid. But do you see now? This is the reason why I train so hard, why I always try to control my emotions no matter what people do or say to me. This creature inside me, it's always on the hunt. And the only way I can keep it at bay is by controlling both my body and spirit 100%. Just one moment of carelessness. That's all it takes. Only Master Tyrus, my foster, and he also advised me never to tell anyone about it, which I haven't. No way that I know of, at least. Neither way helps me, and who knows what the Order would do if they found out, especially as strained as the situation is right now. I don't know. Probably a coward's move, I know, but it was the best solution I could come up with. I don't know, Sayira. Believe me, I'll never find out. I don't know. And truth be told, well, what would be the alternative? Transcribe Pyrean books like the Magisters do all day? Or drop out entirely and pour hot water for the upper... Look, Sayira, as you already pointed out... And yes, I do realize that this means a lot of hardship and hard work for me. So many people just talk and never act, because that would mean that they'd have to actually endure something for what they believe in. Yes, I know. Sorry, Anyway, I'd like some time by myself now. And thanks for listening.
Transcribe
The fabled prodigy. I hope you can live up to what they say about you.
May his light guide you.
This just doesn't make it. Watch yourself. The streets aren't safe this time of the day.
Malthus blessings.
Walk blessed.
Huh? Can I help you?
War on Nerum. War on Kile.